Alex is 14 years old. He's an awesome kid with a great sense of humor, who likes lots of things. He's really into baseball. He's been playing Little League Challenger Division since he was a kindergartner.
Alex is fun, and he's a daredevil, so it's great. You know, we enjoy a lot of different activities together. We ski in the winter, typically, and he's one who's always like, I want to go to the higher hill. You know, he gets upset when we're too slow. So, you know, he loves to go fast.
Hi, my name is Alex. You might have seen me around, but I bet you don't know my story. I use a computer to talk with that I can tell jokes, ask questions, listen to music, and even write poetry. I play baseball, go to regular classes in school, and enjoy hanging out with friends.
Alex was actually born in Germany, so I was in the military at the time. He was born in a German civilian hospital. And at that time, the German sort of expectation, the expectation of the doctors in the you know, the intensive care unit and so forth, was that we would simply leave him there.
When I was born, I was 3 months premature and my parents weren't sure I would live.
So at some point they were telling me, you know, I think he's going to be disabled. And I didn't understand what they meant. I said, well, you know, what do you mean? Do you mean like he's going to have trouble learning how to read? Or do you mean he's going to have trouble learning how to walk? And that's when they said that they couldn't tell me whether he would do anything other than what he could do right then. And that was pretty hard to hear.
And that was really our first introduction of saying, you know, yeah, we're not just going to accept that kind of viewpoint. We know that Alex is intelligent and capable, and that his disability is simply a barrier in between his potential and where he can go.
He got his first augmentative communication device in first grade. So that was pretty cool. But imagine being 7 years old the first time that you got to talk. So, you know, he had had a lot to say a long time before he had a way to say it. He's definitely engaging in grade level curriculum at school. You can have a conversation with him. He's got an awesome sense of humor.
Where does the Easter Bunny go for breakfast? Aha.
And sometimes back talks. He's been in trouble at school for talking too much. It's a nice problem to have when you have a nonverbal kid. I mean, it's just huge. You know, a huge part of who he is being able to express himself. We've always really strongly believed that that we wanted Alex to have a life that is part of the greater community. And that, you know, Alex is a part of society the same as everybody else. So his schooling has reflected that. We've chosen settings where he would be with his same age peers.
So when we grew up as children, you know, anybody who had almost any kind of disability, right, they went to a special school, they were in a special classroom, out of sight, out of mind, right? Children today are growing up with a different expectation and a different experience. And, you know, in part, that's something that PROVAIL, I think, views as an important element of changing our society. Which is to say, you know, these people are not in institutions. We're not sort of shelving people. And I think that PROVAIL's mission and their approach to the kind of services they deliver and their history really speaks to exactly that same concept. The agency was founded by parents who had that same motivation, who really saw that vision for society and wanted to have a place for their kids to grow and learn and thrive and be part of the community. And that commitment sort of follows through all the way today in terms of the way that PROVAIL pursues their mission. It's been an agency where Alex has been a client of the agency for a long time, since he was, I think, probably about 5 years old. And I joined the board of directors for PROVAIL About the same, shortly after that, my wife actually went to work as an occupational therapist at PROVAIL.
One of the things I love about PROVAIL, and probably what made me decide to take the job, PROVAIL's mission just exactly matches where we are as a family. You know, we think that people with disabilities have every much the same right as every other person in society to have opportunities to live the life that they want to live. I think one of PROVAIL's strengths is that they're very person-centered, they're very client-centered. And so it's not, here's what we do, it fits you or it doesn't fit you. It's, here you are, we have to fit the solution to what your needs are.
I have a dog named Molly. She is a chocolate lab.
I get to work with people and match them up with technology that enables them to just engage with the world in a totally new way.
Doing this the right way is extremely difficult from a financial perspective. And so I think it is absolutely serving a critical role in our community. It's one of the only agencies that does all of the kinds of services that we do.
There's so much need for what PROVAIL does. I want there to be this opportunity and this power and this choice and this independence and dignity. I want everybody who needs those services to have them.
I think really as we look to the next 5 to 10 years, you know, for Alex, for me it's really about him making choices about what matters to him and you know, what kind of life he wants to create for himself. My dreams for him is that, you know, he's able to make those kind of choices and we're able to support him in the choices he makes.
He has some ideas about what he wants to be when he grows up, but I don't know. In my dream picture of life for Alex, he would also have a lot of friends.
Because of PROVAIL, our family has had the ability to really see what the future can be for Alex and given us the courage and the strength to basically go after that future. And I think that's been a life-changing experience for us as a family and for Alex.
I am only 14 years old, but I have lived through a lot. A lot of people think that if your body is disabled, you don't care about making friends, and you must be like a baby. My question to you is, what would you do if you looked beyond your limitations?